Hey everybody, welcome to episode 91 of Super Geeked Up. This is presented by Frostbite Pictures. My name is Jeff. Thank you so much for geeking out with us.
And I'm Nicole, and you're watching Super Geeked Up, which is a live geeky web show where we talk all things geeky, answer geeky questions, and hang out with really awesome web series creators.
I don't know if I can top that. You can also follow along on Twitter at Super Geeked Up. Remember to use the hashtag SGU. Tonight we have a really great show. Someone who was absent from last week's show because he was working at Comic-Con is going to do a recap of all things Comic-Con for us. We have one of our new favorite segments, Superhero Tweets, an awesome geeky audition game, and we also have our amazing guests from Aeternus the series. So yay, Canadians! Yay! Rachel, do you want to introduce your partners in crime here?
Sure.
And yourself?
I guess so. From Aeternus the series, we've got our director, Derek Langer, who's sitting beside me in the red checkered shirt.
Hello.
We've got our producer and one of the writers, Daniel Kilby, our lovely cast member and awesome all-around person, Spencer Cadlick. Is that right, Spencer? Cadlick. Yep.
Yeah.
And
Enough. I mean,
yeah, okay, right.
no one's gonna search me after, so you can.
I'm Rachel Langer, who is a writer and producer. So, hi.
Hello. Welcome.
Thanks. We're so happy to be here.
Awesome.
Excited.
Well, we
And
know
you're
that you guys watch, well, I know Rachel tweets in a lot to us whenever I need backup for anything Canadian. So I'm just glad that you guys are on the show because I don't have to wait for Twitter to jump in.
Speaking of Twitter, please tweet us at Super Geeked Up. Use the hashtag SGU during the show. We already got some tweets coming in. One of our favorites, Sarah Bricky at Tipsy Wibbles, she was away for a couple weeks. Now she's back. She says, I'm finally here again for the fun times. I even baked you a geek berry pie. Don't ask what's in it.
Oh,
That's nice.
oh God, Sarah, is it plastic figurines? Melted down? I also have a couple of comments on the fact that Nicole and Jeff are in the same room, and people's minds are blown right now. I had the exact same reaction.
How is this possible?
Same house, but now they're just actually in the same room. They were just always in opposite rooms or something.
On opposite sides of the country. I'm the only East Coaster tonight.
Right, we're actually just a little CG work we're doing.
When he was at Comic-Con, he actually got to go in the TARDIS, and so he is now here in the same room as I am.
It's true.
That's not. Oh.
I know you're jealous.
I'm really jealous.
Me too.
You're going to hear more about my Comic-Con experiences in a little bit. And first, we'd like to kick things off with our geeky question of the week. Speaking of Comic-Con, so I was there, and I spent a lot of time in Hall H covering stuff, all the big panels. Many people had to sleep outside for Hall H, which is not so much fun.
This guy right here. He was at
Really?
Comic-Con and he slept outside.
Yeah, slept on the sidewalk. It's great.
So, you know what? I just kind of walked right into the press door and didn't have to do that. So.
All right. Some of us are better than others. I get it.
Oh.
So, but here's the question. Let's say we were going to have to wait like overnight, right, for something in Comic-Con Hall H, which is their huge 6,500 seat hall. What like person or show or movie would we go through that and wait for? Now, it could be something current or coming up or something way in the past even that we would have done it. So, well, Spencer, what did you wait for? Actually, I'm curious now.
Well, I waited for the Avengers, Marvel.
Oh, man. That was
personally, actually, Sin City and Mad Max was pretty badass.
Nice.
Nice.
You know?
What would you, like, if besides those, though, like, if something else, what would you choose to wait outside for?
Scarlett Johansson?
That's too easy.
Right? Is that an easy one? Something harder?
It's kind of related.
Sorry?
Avengers,
It was very hard. God, I don't know. Other Marvel stuff, you know? Big Marvel fan.
Cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Daniel, what about you?
Dan?
This is really hard. I don't know. I would think I probably would wait around for the original Lord of the Rings series, like one of those films. Probably The Return of the King. I don't know. I wouldn't wait for The Hobbit. I don't know. That just doesn't really done it for me. But the original Lord of the Rings series, Return of the King, probably that one. I would wait. That one was really epic.
Awesome. Rachel, what about you?
I would also wait for Scarlett Johansson. I would definitely have waited for Orphan Black, because that series is kick-ass.
Mm.
And Canadian. Ha!
Nobody is making fun of Canadians. What is wrong with you people?
Rachel
They're really defensive.
Very defensive.
Never has made fun of Canadian.
Well, let's just be honest. We're just happy to get mentioned.
Yeah, that's
really
That's
true.
true.
It's like, oh, someone's talking about us. Oh, great.
Thank you.
We do
right.
exist.
We do. We have a couple of Twitter tweets on who they would wait for. Supposedly Jonathan Robbins is currently lined up for the presumed Star Wars panels next year.
That's what we said.
Yeah,
When-
he hasn't left.
I went with Jonathan this year. At the end of the day, we said, should we line up now for next year's con?
Yeah.
Probably.
Supposedly he did. Lindsay Runny is saying a live action Buffy sing-along with the cast. I would also like to say to Lindsay Running, happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday! Lindsay!
Sorry, I had to embarrass her. Other people saying you don't care for panels. What? Come on, Matt. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Derek would also wait for Scarlett Johansson, but I'm sitting right beside him, so he doesn't want to say
We have an agreement.
Is she one of the five? Is she one of the five?
Did you laminate it?
You think he gets
Laminate it?
cute?
Five.
Five.
Yeah.
Oh,
Only
So Derek, what would your choice be, Derek?
Daniel's still one of mine. I definitely would have waited for Lord of the Rings, for sure. And I definitely would have waited for The Matrix. Because I was one of few people, I asked people, did you know about The Matrix beforehand? And I was one of the people that did. I was actually following that during the production, and I couldn't wait for that one to come out.
cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad you specified The Matrix and not Reloaded or
Yeah.
whatever the third
Yeah.
one is.
There's
No.
a third one?
Oh.
There was.
Gonna get blacklisted for that, eh?
Yeah.
Idiot.
Underground Badger saying he would wait overnight to see all the people who played Batman together for the first time.
Ooh.
That would be cool.
That's cool.
Tim is saying he'd wait for a Bewitched show reunion. And no surprise here, but Tara's saying, y'all know me, a Supernatural panel in Hall H. All those guys are worth the wait. Would also enjoy the Walking Dead panel as well.
Oh yeah.
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 Tipsy Wibbles is would totally camp out to give Adam West a hug. Also Scarlett Johansson.
Oh.
Yeah.
And we have a vote for Sharknado 3 from
Yep.
yeah.
Or Airplane versus Volcano 2.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Those
Oh,
are
that's
going to
about
fly in Hall H next year for sure.
Absolutely.
Wow, you're right, Tanya. On Twitter, people are really fascinated
really
by
into
Nicole
this.
and me being in the same room.
Yeah.
Like really fascinated.
Matt wants to know where. What are you doing? Where we're doing the video chat from. We're actually in Derek and Rachel's basement. They just don't know we're there.
No.
Hi.
How you doing?
So that's the audio feedback we're hearing.
Nice for you in that basement.
Although we don't really have basements in Pennsylvania, but...
They're in Vancouver.
They're in
Vancouver
Vancouver.
can have basements.
Oh, that's right.
Scarlett Johansson.
Charles Johansson's in your basement? I'm definitely coming.
Yeah, seriously, that's insane.
Yeah.
Do you just like not let her leave after she divorced Ryan Reynolds or something? Like, come on.
An idiot, eh?
We don't like to talk about it.
Okay, I'm sorry. That's a sore subject.
So my choice for waiting in line, it's absolutely Star Wars. Like for Episode 7, I actually would consider doing that for sure, and it's certainly back in the original trilogy. Any Star Wars thing I would totally have waited. We were kind of actually holding out hope that there would be some kind of surprise Star Wars thing in Hall H this year. There wasn't. So next year for sure, obviously they'll be out in force closer to when the movie releases. So hopefully I can just get it again through press and not have to wait at all.
Yeah.
And everyone's getting passes, right, next year?
I think
Just
so.
Everyone except you.
Damn it!
Oh, that was me.
Well, here, I have to say she gets the extra one because she's right next to me. So.
That's true. She can physically hurt you right now.
I was actually, Derek, you stole my answer because I was going to say The Matrix. I would camp out for that too. And then when I saw your poster, I was like, really just like,
Yeah.
Oh, they got Star Wars too.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well done.
Okay.
Matrix,
Oh, yeah.
even, I would camp out for Firefly or Serenity, Harry Potter, and X-Men, I think.
All right, that's a lot of stuff.
I want to see it all.
It's just like
She's
no.
gonna clone
sleep for
herself. She's gonna use the time turner from Harry Potter to get to everything.
See?
Yeah.
There's a plan.
Tara on Twitter says she must hear from Jeff about Comic-Con. Well, you will in a few minutes. Don't worry.
Mhm.
We're going to do it. And we can actually hear from Spencer, too, since he was there.
Yeah.
And he was
From what I remember, it's crazy.
So Miss Tanya,
Yes.
what is your choice? I have
Well,
an idea, but what is your choice?
I mean, because I've been trying to, I was trying to get many people to do this for me this year, and Lindsay Rendy and Underground Badger, who were at Comic-Con as well, managed to snag some photos for me, which I appreciate, guys, thank you. But the Outlander panel and premiere, I would have totally
Really?
camped out for this year 100%.
Wow, was not going to call that.
Thought you would have said Buffy
Yeah, me
Willow
too.
stuff.
Well,
so.
then it would be Buffy, but because that was like the recent one, like this is the thing this year that anytime I saw a photo online of that, I was like, exactly like that, and it's not a lie, and I'm totally okay with it.
Ellender's like the Scottish, like almost Braveheart type thing, right? Is that what Ellender is, or no? Am I thinking of the other one?
Yeah, it's the time travel one.
It's time travel, yeah. I mean, the series has been around since the 80s, and she just released the next book. And like Ronald D. Moore is the executive producer and writer. Bear McCreary is doing the sound or the music for it. Like, so it's got some really good people behind it. So yeah. I also would like to say that Alexander Martin is telling you, Jeff, that I need to pass because it would be Innuendo Con International.
Well, that's for sure.
Yes.
And I got to meet Alex at the con too, actually, in person.
Very cool.
Which is awesome. He gave me some awesome art from their series.
Nice.
Show it.
I will do that, except it's not within reach. I'll have to go in a second. I will. It's a great idea. Chris Hadley on Twitter from Snobby Robot says, "Super Geeked Up, the only late night talk show worth staying up for." Hell yeah, Chris.
It's true. This is true.
All right, cool. So I think we hit everybody there, right?
I think so.
Awesome.
There's a few more people. Tara's also wondering about the Wonder Woman outfit reveal, and that she would wait for any sort of Marvel comic stuff as well.
All right, hold your horses. Oh, she was.
sorry.
Oh, I thought she wanted me to talk about it.
No. She was saying that was something she would wait for.
Ah,
Yeah,
very good.
anything
Very
Marvel
good. I
comic
approve.
related. Yeah.
Well, what was the announcement that The Rock made? Can you talk about that too? Did he make some sort of announcement?
Can we do like the segments in the order that we have them listed on the show?
We're really excited about Comic-Con.
So you put things later in the show to get people to keep watching. Do you understand how like shows work?
Yes. Well, then moving on to the next segment. That's our plan.
Wait, hang on. Did we get Sarah Bricky's Twitter tweet about she totally came out to give Adam West a hug?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yes,
Oh,
we did.
All
Yeah,
right.
we did.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Wait, are you not paying attention to anything I say?
I usually don't, so that's no shock.
my gosh.
All right, Nicole,
All right,
take it away.
Okay, so now we're going to talk to Aeternus, and they're going to tell us a little bit about what it's about and where you can watch it. So I'll take it away. You guys, tell us a little bit about Aeternus and where people can watch it and all that fun stuff.
Cool.
You want to do it?
Sure. You want to do it? You do it.
I can do the tagline
Do
that we
it.
always got.
Do it.
All right.
Do it. Tag it. Tag it, Derek.
All
Dang
right.
it.
All right. So Aeternus is about a team of Interpol agents that are hunting a supernatural being that is on a revenge mission.
Yeah. It's pretty hot.
Yeah.
Cool.
He's been practicing.
We are.
Yeah.
You can find us at facebook.com/Aeternus series, and you can thank Daniel for making the most impossible name ever to find online. It's
I
E-R.
still can't spell it.
And you can find us on Twitter at Aeternus series. We post our trailer randomly from time to time, just for surprises, shits and giggles, fun. But the series itself isn't released yet, and hopefully will be in the future.
Wait, I think I met you guys.
And we're signed
you
to
guys-
Frostbite Pictures, so.
You guys were at Hollywood, right?
Yep.
Okay, because I remember I
Yeah.
met you guys there. So I've been really excited to see your show.
Oh, thanks.
Cool.
We're excited to.
Yeah. We're very excited.
We're all excited.
Very cool. Let's see, who's next? Oh, Tanya, why don't you tell us about Asset?
Sure. Asset is about a regular Canadian guy who is unknowingly recruited by the CIA to take down a Russian arms cartel. And you can see the entire series on jts.tv/asset. We've actually got a lot of shows that we've had recently on JTS, so if you get a subscription, you can see a whole whack-a-load of entertainment without ads. So go for it. Do it. Which is a good
Cool.
segue into
Just
Nicole,
do it.
actually.
Do it.
Well, I am with Progress, and it's about a steam-powered internet in the Victorian era, and Jack the Ripper's on the loose. And you can go to progressseries.com, and then also we have a spin-off series called Ask a Cam Harlot. It's kind of like a parody, like a YouTube parody vlog-style show in the Victorian era, and that's actually going to launch next week on JTS. So it should be jts.tv/progress, and that's where you'll be able to see it. So.
Awesome. Oh, it's my turn. All
Yeah,
right.
your
So I do a show called called Super Knocked Up. It's action comedy. Female supervillain gets knocked up by her superhero nemesis, and they have to raise the baby together. Superknockedup.com or the YouTube channel you're watching right now is where you can check it out. Super Geeked Up and Aeternus are part of Frostbite Pictures, folks, which you hear me talking about every week. But I'll let these guys, since they're here, I don't know, anybody here, Daniel, Rachel, Derek, whatever. Can you maybe just tell people very briefly like what Frostbite is, where they can check them out?
Daniel, go.
Go, Daniel.
Oh, apparently that's me.
Do it.
Frostbite Pictures is a local studio here in Vancouver that is really specializing in digital mediums. They're looking at acquiring web series and live shows, and they're essentially looking to create higher quality content for the web and sort of be a digital distributor for the upcoming revolution that
Whoa.
is.
It's a big word.
Sorry.
Big word.
Big word.
But yeah, they're really looking forward to the future and how everything is going online, and they want to be on the forefront of development for television and I guess all the new
Web.
the new media coming out for the web.
The future.
Awesome. You can check them out at frostbitepictures.com, at frostbitepics on Twitter. Please follow. And actually, I do a lot of the tweeting from that account, so you're actually talking to me a lot of times when you do that. Also, our good friend Tim Keaty from Surfing Aliens is watching live, I see. He says The Matrix is a great choice for those who said that. So our last question. Thank you, Tim. All right, so it's news time, right?
It is news.
Yeah.
Thank you.
News time.
First, is that a theme song to it now?
Yeah, that's
You
now.
need an
official.
intro music
Yeah.
or
We need a
something.
segue song.
Yeah.
That was my little.
That one's pretty good.
Fantastic. This is amazing. You guys are like John Williams. So,
Joanna Williams.
all right. of here. So, first things, we talked about the last couple weeks on the show. I don't know what these two did last week. I wasn't here. The whole show probably went to hell.
We made fun of you a lot.
Oh, I bet you did. So, the Streamy Awards are going on, nominations. They were supposed to end Sunday. They decided to extend it a week to this Sunday, August 3rd. So guess what? You can still vote. If you haven't voted, you can still vote. It's exciting.
Vote.
So, yes. So we're trying. We're working hard to get Super Geeked Up a live nomination in that category. Real easy to vote. If you go to, it's one of those bit.ly links. If you do bit.ly/vote4SGU, but that's all caps and the number 4. Okay. But here's the easier.
I'm lost already.
I know. Yeah, I know.
Can you write this down somewhere?
We'll retweet the link.
Let's just tweet it.
And also, if you just go to superdockedup.com, actually, you click on the top news links. All the links are right there for our shows, but also a bunch of our friends who we're helping cross-promote with, like Clutch and Asset and Progress and Out with Dad. And it's really easy. The forms are all filled out, the link, so you just click on it, you click submit. It takes you 5 seconds. Basically, you're done. Couldn't be easier. And we really appreciate it, too. It's also, like I said, Progress and Asset and everything. Please go to superdockedup.com and click on that top news link that says Streamies, and all the links are right there. It's really, really simple. Thank you guys who already voted. Really appreciate it. I know a bunch of you already voted.
Yes, thank you.
Very much so.
All right, now, yes?
Are you doing your Comic-Con?
Oh, I am, yes. Now it is time for that.
Because we already have a question directed for you from Underground Badger
Oh, exciting.
about this. He is wondering what your favorite panel was, or you didn't get to see. Like, what did you not get to see that you really wanted to? His was, is this steampunk?
Cool.
Which is a question he asks all the time. But yeah, he was wondering, Jeff, if there was something you wanted to see that you didn't get a chance to see.
Well, I will absolutely answer that. I know exactly what it is. But my favorite part, of course, was running into him and Lindsay in Hall H.
Mm-hmm.
Particularly, and just tweeted it saying, like, hey, we're also in Hall H. Where are you? And then Lindsay tweeted, he just muttered something and ran off. I think he's going to find you. I have no idea. But we found each other in Hall H, which was impressive.
Cool.
That was cool to meet them in person.
Was this before or after they were tweeting me Outlander pictures and I was actually squeeing? She has photographic evidence of this.
I actually don't. I don't know that timeline. I don't have that memorized, Tanya. I'm sorry. The panel I was bummed to miss was the Mass Effect panel. Derek will appreciate this. Mass Effect is my favorite trilogy of video games. They were going to talk about the upcoming games. Unfortunately, I was in Hall H and I tried to run there and it was full, of course, which I figured it would be. And I checked again and it was still full. So yeah, I was bummed about that. Did he say, what was the other? Is that the only question, or was it what was my favorite? What was?
No. He's wondering what was the one. Like, what did you miss that you wish you had?
Yeah. All right. That was it. Yeah. Mass Effect for sure. Yeah. Cool. All right. So let's see, Comic-Con, and Spencer, you can feel free to chime in here too.
I don't know what I can remember.
Yeah.
I got PTSD. Like, I wake up in sweats. Crowds of people. It's horrible.
So overall, Comic-Con is an amazing experience. Last year was my first year there. This one actually blew away last year, and I loved last year too. So I cannot recommend it enough if you're fortunate enough to get tickets to go. And it's really a unique thing out of all the other cons, which I've been to a lot, but it's really the whole outside downtown area becomes part of the event, right? And no other con really does that. You're not just stuck inside, right? They make it like a big spectacle, and it's really awesome. We were in Hall H a lot, and all the big studios like Paramount, 20th Century Fox, Warner Brothers, they all do their big things, right? Far and away, Warner Brothers kicked everybody's asses with their presentation. Like, no other place was even close to them. They actually, so there's always a big screen there, right? And multiple screens in Hall H. And again, you got to think of this huge thing where 6,500 people can fit in, okay? And it's packed. But Warner Brothers, the screens went all the way around this panoramic around like half of the hall. And no other buddy did that. And they implemented that panoramic like visual display so well with their presentation. It was just like cool as hell.
Very cool.
And then they very smartly they kicked things off on their panel with Superman versus Batman: Dawn of Justice, right? Ooh. And Zack Snyder comes out, and then he says, "I got some surprise guests," and Ben Affleck, Henry Cavill, and Gal Gadot all come out on stage. which is pretty awesome to see them all together. And they didn't actually say anything, they were really briefly, but it was cool just seeing them there, right? Because they just flew in for this, and they're flying back immediately after that to go keep shooting. They just came in just for that.
Pretty crazy. Yeah.
The coolest thing though is they actually showed a teaser trailer for the film there at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
And here's the thing: it wasn't much. I'll actually describe it. You're not allowed to video any of it, of course, but I can tell you what it is. And I don't think it's gone online yet, right? I don't think it has.
No, I don't think it has.
No, I haven't seen anything.
No, they've just released like her costume art. That was the big announcement publicly.
Yeah. So, and by the way, her costume's awesome, by the way. That could not be, I think, for me, a better Wonder Woman costume, like for a movie version of that. Like, I actually love that.
It looked pretty badass.
Yeah. So anyway, so they show the trailer, right? And you see, so Batman comes in. And here's the thing: it's a very different Batman costume. It's kind of more. It's very, I guess, maybe Frank Miller-esque Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah.
More like more futuristic. He has almost like a helmet on. The lights glow in his mask. Almost like probably has a heads-up display in there. We're guessing. So anyway, he goes on top of a building. He takes this dusty tarp off the bat signal. So it seems like it hasn't been used in a long time. He turns the bat signal on, and then as soon as it lights up the sky, Superman is illuminated by the bat signal, and his eyes are burning red, and he looks super pissed, like he's about to kick Batman's ass. And then Batman just stares at him though, like, "Yeah, come on, bring it. I'm fucking take you down." And that's all there is to it. But like, it was so good because it leaves you with so many questions. Right, and it was just like, why is Superman so mad? Why is Batman turning on his own signal? Like, what's going on? Why hasn't it been used? It's really short, but it was so effective. I think that it's the best probably teaser trailer I saw in the whole time at Comic-Con.
Very cool.
Yeah, they really rocked it in a very short amount of time because that was just a very short first part of Warner Brothers. They really rocked it, I thought. Very excited about the movie. So, hang on, I gotta look at my list here for what else to talk about. Anyway, actually, Spencer, anything that you want to say about the Warner Brothers?
I think they nailed it from the beginning to the end. Mad Max looked fucking awesome. I mean, the sound that they did during the trailer was wicked. Jupiter Ascending actually looks really cool. I wasn't completely sold on the other trailers I saw, but the extended one they showed, it looks awesome. Yeah, they really brought it, and I mean, first thing in the morning after sleeping on the sidewalk, I mean, that's definitely what I needed to get a little energy boost. No, it was really cool, really cool.
And they also did the end of that. Wait, it was that one, right? The end of that one was The Hobbit, right? The last Hobbit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and Stephen Colbert was so awesome. He was a great
moderating
for that. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
As Stephen Colbert or as himself?
Actually, as his character from The Hobbit, like dressed up, full nine. Cool. It was so cool. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So something else Warner Brothers did, which is the first time they've done it, on Saturday night, after all the panels were over, they did screenings at Hall H. So they premiered the Flash pilot and the Gotham pilot.
Oh, what? You watched Gotham?
I have seen the Gotham pilot.
You okay, Rachel?
No, Rachel may have just had a heart attack.
Yeah,
wow, I think she had spades or something.
I need it, doctor.
Can you have an aspirin?
I wanted to
Breathe.
see that so bad.
Breathe.
So let me, Spencer, did you stay for that?
No, I fell asleep. I was out of it. No. I was so dead. I was dead to the world.
Okay, so sorry. Thank you guys for tweeting, by the way. Aeternus, I just saw you tweeted our link out. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so Stephen Amell, the star of Arrow, was hosting it actually, so they show the Flash pilot first, right? And Arrow's my favorite show, and they introduced him last year's season, so I was excited for that. And by the way, number one, it's actually really cool to be in Hall H and see him on these big screens in that environment. To actually get to see it for the first time, it was very cool. And here's the thing: this is how Warner Brothers goes all out. On every seat they left a bag which had popcorn in it. It had like free comic books.
What?
It had T-shirts. It was ridiculous.
What? You still got a free T-shirt?
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
I got multiple
Amazing.
free T-shirts actually.
That's awesome.
One of those T-shirts I got by the folks I'm going to give away in a few minutes and some other swag. So keep watching. We're going to do some giveaways from Comic-Con in a little bit.
Cool.
Are we eligible for that?
I'm like,
No,
Yeah.
absolutely no.
So we get denied passes and we don't get access to swag?
What
yeah,
is
what is that?
What?
That's harsh.
I agree. You were there, so you.
There's like a mutiny going on here. All right.
and you watched
If you haven't, by the way, keep tweeting in any questions about Comic-Con, folks. At Super Geeked Up, hashtag SGU. So anyway, Flash pilot was pretty good. I mean, honestly, it was much better than the Arrow pilot. I didn't like the Arrow pilot at all, and then it became my favorite show. I like the actor a lot. Grant Gustin, I think that's his name. I think he's a really good Barry Allen in Flash. I do like a lot that John Wesley Shipp, who played the Flash in the '90s series, if anybody happened to watch it like I did, he's playing his father in this one. So I like that they brought him back. That was very cool. And I mean, like I said, it was pretty good overall. I mean, nothing to write home about, but enough with that. I'll keep watching for sure. So Gotham, which I guess Rachel is anxiously waiting to talk about.
I would like to also say that Tara is having the exact same reaction as you, Rachel, right now.
So yeah, I mean, I've been so waiting for Gotham, man. I've been so excited for it. Oh, and by the way, something that's cool is that the trolleys, a bunch of trolleys actually were decorated as in the Gotham series at Comic-Con, and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. too did it. It was pretty cool. We got to ride a Gotham trolley. It was awesome.
Like San Diego trolley.
Yeah, but they painted it all as the Gotham series, all the characters, and we were hoping we would wind up in Gotham City when we got off it. It was some magical experience, but it didn't happen. So anyway, all right. So here's the thing: the Gotham's pilot. Good overall. They again not totally blown away by it. There's a lot of I think chemistry that needs to be improved a lot on that show. They introduced pretty much every single character in the pilot episode, which some people might think is cool, some people might think it's too much. But here's the thing: I saw enough like good things about it and strengths and things where they were going that I think it's going to become a very good series.
Was it a 1 hour pilot?
What was that?
1 hour pilot or 2 hour pilot?
No, 1 hour.
And did you feel like it suffered from like pilot syndrome, where they felt like they had to get so much across that it didn't really tell that much of a story in the pilot?
Yeah, I think that Jonathan Robbins. I don't know if he's watching. He was from Plush. He was with me there. I think that's basically his main thing is that they put too much of that in there, too many characters and not enough story really in the first episode.
Right.
You get a little bit of an idea where they might be going.
Yeah.
He also actually he really wished it wasn't on network TV. He thinks it needs to be like something more like a Breaking Bad creator's take on it, or more like a pay HBO or type thing where they can be a lot grittier. They kind of do it as much as they can for network, I think, and they do get that feel.
What network is it on?
Fox. The Fox. So I think the acting is great. I think the acting is really strong. The guy, some people were talking afterwards, the guy who plays the Penguin, a lot of people were talking about him as a standout. He does a really good job.
Cool.
The kid who plays Bruce Wayne is fantastic. I really loved him a lot. And Gordon's good. And I didn't like Alfred at all, to be honest with you. He has very few lines. I saw Alton Seymour. I don't know. So strong acting. Again, we don't really know too much about the story yet, but I'm definitely going to stick with it. I think there's plenty of things I saw there that I think they're going to do a good job. So, and it was just obviously it was great to see it before the actual premiere. So.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Underground Badger's wondering if you saw the Constantine pilot. He's saying it was way better than he expected and would make you forget all about Keanu's version.
Oh wow! You know what? So what they did is at the very end of all that, they did a surprise and said, "Oh, you guys just want to see the Constantine pilot?" And like, all right, we'll show it to you. But we had to leave, or we were going to get back home because the trolley stopped running at a certain time. So we didn't get to see it, but that's great to hear because I actually didn't think it looked that great. But all right, I'm going to check it out then when it comes out. That's cool to hear. The coolest thing for me about that, and they also, by the way, showed Arrow Season 3 clips and stuff, to get people excited about that. The coolest thing, though, for me is after all those screenings, so Stephen Amell came back out, and then he said, "Oh, so now we're going to do a panel, and basically we have the creators and cast from all 4 series that you just saw here. So 30 people basically come onto the stage. from Constantine, Gotham, Arrow, and The Flash, and they're all on stage, and they do like, I don't know, like a 20-minute, 30-minute Q&A thing. And I actually got to run up at that point and be like in the second row for that.
Was everyone running at the same time? Like
kind of, yeah. It doesn't matter. That was awesome though, because there were so many of those actors that I just dig, and the creators that I love that were there, and it was great. And you know what? It was by far my favorite panel. Just like, maybe because there was so many people there, but it was like they all had high energy. They were excited to be there. They like appreciated the fans' questions. They were like joking around with each other. John Barrowman was hilarious, who's an Arrow now, and many people know from Torchwood. Yeah, that was like, I was just on after that night, I was like on a high, because it was such a great way to end the night. So that was cool. And I guess Spencer was just passed out at that point. So,
I have no idea.
Yeah, the massive burrito, and that was it, or something.
The food down there is fantastic.
Oh yeah, that Comic-Con food is amazing.
Yeah.
He showed me a picture of him, and the burrito he was eating was at least the size of his arm. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, it was awesome. I had one burrito the entire trip. I didn't eat anything else. It was great.
That might explain why you passed out. I'm just saying.
I mean, yeah. I'm not a scientist, but there may be some correlations between those two things.
It's science. Yeah.
I'm not a scientist.
So I'm going to do a couple quick more Comic-Con things. We also have superhero tweets coming up. That's a fun segment. We have Geeky Auditions, which is going to be very, very fun as well. Hashtag SGU at SuperGeekedUp. Before any other tweets to share before I continue, Tanya, that you want to share?
A lot of people being excited about Batman. Underground Badger posted up a photo of the hood with the eyes. And Listermate was wondering, didn't Mark Hamill play the Riddler in the 90s Flash show?
Who was that?
No. Mark Hamill played the Riddler.
Oh, did he? I forgot if he did.
Show?
I think you're right. I think he's right.
Yeah?
Like what?
I can see that.
Yeah.
He played the Joker, so why not the Riddler, too?
Why not?
So a couple other highlights were on Friday night, and this is a tradition, Kevin Smith does an hour-and-a-half thing in Hall H. And I'm a big fan of Kevin Smith. I've seen him in person before do something to the show. And he was there to talk about his new movie, Tusk. But the main part of it is him just telling stories and answering whatever questions people want, right? And I gotta say, he is seriously like the most genuine, just coolest guy who appreciates his fans, and just like no other person would get up there was like, when people went up to get a question, you could tell he just acts like he's your friend, and makes people comfortable, and he's hilarious too. That's the thing. Like, he is, every time I've seen it, he is ridiculously hilarious. Yeah, that was very cool getting to see him. I also got to be like in the fifth row for that.
Did you ask any questions?
I did not actually. No.
Oh.
It's very hilarious though, seeing a nine-year-old kids ask him questions and him trying not to swear while he answers the question.
Do you remember like any of the questions, like stand-up questions that he answered?
Yeah.
Or?
So the first question actually came from a 13-year-old kid, and he said, "Who is the worst person to work with?" And if you've heard Kevin Smith talk about this at all, the worst experience he had was working with Bruce Willis on Cop Out. You can read about it in his book or just Google it online. It's terrible. But anyway, so that was one of the questions.
We've heard about that.
I'm trying to remember the other question. Yeah. Oh, actually, the 9-year-old girl actually asked him. She's like, "Will you ever make a movie for like me, for girls my age?" And he actually said he's actually working. His next film is going to be about like 15-year-old girls are going to be the main characters.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Because he wanted to make like his daughter is around a little older than that now, so I think he wanted to make a film that his daughter could go see.
Good to see.
Yeah.
Very cool.
But I don't have it up yet, but I took a lot of video of that thing actually. So I'm gonna be posting a lot of video from these things. There's some hilarious stuff we'll be posting on our YouTube page, SKU Web Series. So keep tuned for that, folks.
Cool.
Last thing, and actually these are my favorite things I did, which actually was not even in the convention center; it was outside of it. So Fox was very smart for their Gotham show. They set up a Gotham zip line, which means they set up like Gotham City, and you could zip line basically through Gotham City, and it was free, and it was outside behind the convention center. So I did that because it was awesome. It was our first time ziplining. And I recorded myself, so I held my phone like this, basically in front of my face as I went down the zip line. And
it looked like you fell at the end. Your camera's like.
so you can watch this. This is online right now, folks, on our YouTube channel. It's like 10 seconds long. I don't know. You can go watch it.
It's great personified, is really what it is.
What is it? Grace personified?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, so it's awesome. Go watch it, please. And then, yes, watch for the end, where I have a great line at the end. Something unexpected happened. Where I was not prepared for the end landing, basically. And then, by the way, they give you a cool Gotham t-shirt, and they give you a Gotham Police Department badge, which is a real, metal, cool badge.
Did you have to pay for this?
No, it's all free.
Oh, wow.
That's a cool thing.
That's cool.
Seriously, how are we not getting any of this swag?
Yeah, what the hell?
Are we getting that?
Why do I have to give you all my stuff?
Then stop talking about it.
I can't.
I will give you, Tiny, an exclusive edition Super Geeked Up card that I'm sending out of Comic.
Oh, thanks,
Not
Jeff.
impressive. Not impressive.
Oh.
All right.
Not like I don't have access to those.
I'll sign this one for you.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I'll get Aeternus guys to sign it too. That's gonna be worth a lot.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
So all right. So last thing, and then because we're gonna hear more from Aeternus, and then we'll play the games with them and stuff. So keep tuning in, guys. The coolest thing we did, and Jonathan was doing all this stuff with me. Jonathan Robbins, watch. So Assassin's Creed has a new game coming out called Unity, right?
Oh.
So they did a couple things. They set up a parkour obstacle course, right?
Oh no.
And I didn't get to do that because the wait was like 2-3 hours. But they had a different thing called the Leap of Faith, which is a much shorter line. And if you know the game, they often you jump off towers, right? And you'll land in like baskets of hay or something.
And somehow you don't die. I don't really get
Somehow you don't die.
Physics, Dan. It's physics.
Yeah, it's science, everyone.
It's science.
So what they did, they had this tall building set up, and then like this huge mat at the end, but they had like looking like hay around it. So basically, it's simulating you jumping off a building and landing in hay. So basically, that's what you do. You go up here, and it's called Leap of Faith because you just have to jump off the building. That's what you do. And I don't like heights at all, by the way. So Jonathan and I go up to this, and he's in front of me. As we're walking up the ladder, he's like, "Oh shit, Jeff, I'm getting really freaked out." And I'm like, "Don't fucking tell me that. What the hell? Come on, keep it to yourself." Yeah, because as you walk up, you start to like see. You can start to see like how far down it is, right? Then the girl in front of us is doing the thing where the hesitation thing, right? Where she's trying to go, no, I can't go. And there's like she back and forth, she can't do it, right? So she's like a few minutes going through that. And then so both of us were like, okay, we can't do that. We cannot think about it for 1 second. As soon as this guy says go, we gotta jump and not get in our heads about it. Or we're not gonna do it. So she finally went, which is great. And then as soon as
good for her.
And then Jonathan went. Jonathan went and screamed something on the way down. I don't know.
Was it Team Ass Clutch?
That was not that, actually. I would remember that. So then as soon as the guy said go, I just took 2 steps and jumped off. And as soon as I jumped, I was like, why the fuck did I just do that?
Too late now.
What did you land on?
Because it was scary. Like when you're in midair, it's really like, oh my god, I'm just falling. And then it's this think of like maybe the firefighters would put out if somebody's gonna jump this huge crash pad, right?
Oh, okay.
So it's really safe. But as soon as I landed, I was like, okay, I'm all right, thank God.
Did you just silently away from
Oh God, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
In case you die or break your neck.
But it was like it was the biggest rush, man. We were talking about that we did that on Thursday, and we were talking about that the entire con. It was awesome. Thursday or Friday.
When you did your leap of faith, were you allowed to do that? I don't know if you can see me doing it, but were you allowed to like do what he does in the video game, where he like woo, or did you have to like be like safe?
No. You're supposed to jump off and lean back so you land on your back or ass to be safe. However, some people
not head first.
Not head first like he does in the video game.
However, a couple people, one dressed as Daredevil, one dressed as Link, decided to do somersaults off of it.
Oh no.
Uh,
Did they hurt
They
you?
were okay, but then they were banned from it after that. Actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
And Daredevil and Link are banned.
Yeah. Being too badass. So anyway, that was overall the most amazing experience. It was so much fun. I'm so glad I went. Can't wait for next year. It's always sad when it ends, though. That's the thing, right? And again, I hope they keep doing those kind of things like the zip line and
So that was sponsored by like the studio, but it wasn't inside the con, so anyone could do it.
No, so Assassin's right. So the Assassin's Creed will set up their thing, and that's the thing. Even if you don't have tickets, there's so much free stuff. You could just go and have a blast. You don't have to step in the convention center at all.
Cool. I've heard that.
Cool.
Did you meet up with the Defective Geeks?
I did.
Cool.
We did the zip line with them. They were actually already in line, so we just joined them and didn't have to wait in the whole line, which is great.
You guys remember Diane and Giselle?
Yeah. So thank you very much, Comic-Con, everybody we met. Actually, I want to give a special shout out to Natalie Atkins, who she was dressed as Princess Leia in the Slaver office. She did an awesome video for us promoting Super Geeked Up in the Streamies. And it's on our page. Please go watch it. It's actually got like a lot of views already, which is crazy. Not crazy at all because it's Princess Leia.
Princess Leia in a gold bikini. That's not surprising.
That gets searched a couple times a day at least.
Look up, I think it's official Natalie Atkins on Facebook. I think it's Princess Natkins on Twitter. I'm pretty sure is her Twitter. Please follow her. She was super cool to do that for us. And she's probably going to come on Super Geeked Up, actually.
Cool.
Nice.
And thank you. And anybody we met and talked to, thanks so much. And interviewed. We did some interviews. We'll be putting those up too. We really appreciate it, guys. Check out amazing cosplay pics on our page, Facebook page, Super Knocked Up.
And Instagram too. We're on Instagram if anyone doesn't know. @Super Knocked Up.
I'm sorry, guys. Yes. What are you sorry? I
Well.
think somebody from Aeternus, I think, was trying to say something. I'm sorry, guys.
I gotta ask Jeff or Spencer, did you guys get to see anything from the Warcraft movie?
Yes.
Yes.
Did you see the trailer?
Yes.
Yes.
What did it look like? Describe it.
Yes.
Yes.
You're killing Rachel.
We had to sign a wait release. We're not allowed to say anything about that.
Oh,
Nothing.
Oh.
Just yes and no questions. That's all I can do.
Spencer, you want to go ahead?
It was pretty epic. A lot of CG. Showed each kind of family, little badass line said with it. I mean, what can I say? It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I've never really played.
I think it was fairly early on in like the CG. I mean, it looked really similar to like some of the really awesome cutscenes from the games.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, it's Warcraft. Like it looks cool.
It's
I think
Yeah, what's the armor like?
I hear the armor is pretty outlandish, like it is in the game. Just huge.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Crazy.
like it's more closer to the game than them trying to adapt anything to like a gladiator vibe or anything like that. It's definitely more fantasy. Like it's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
I'm seriously that Red Bull, and now I'm having heart palpitations because.
I'm pretty sure there's a warning against putting vodka in the Red Bull, Rachel.
It's true.
You should know this.
Yeah, they don't even pour it together at clubs anymore.
Red Bull just by itself. So.
I've never played World of Warcraft, but I'll say from the trailer, I am intrigued to watch it.
Yeah.
Play with me. I play all the time.
Come play with us.
Come play with us.
I can believe that, Rachel.
I'm too afraid to play World of Warcraft. If I do, I just know it'll eat my life and you'll never see me again. So.
Right. I'm a little afraid of that too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the main reason I haven't tried it, because I know as soon as I do, that's it.
Some of us
Agreed.
play the game and meet our deadlines at the same time, so it's okay.
Ooh, it's like fire in the boulder or something.
I would like to say that Alexander Martin's also saying that was the most excited I've ever seen anyone react to anything. Basically. And then followed by, it looks cool.
It's okay.
You guys got a bit of a wait. It's not coming out till March 2016.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know.
2016?
Yeah.
Mother.
You can swear. Just do it.
Just say it, Rachel. Fuck.
So, well, Rachel, so next year at Comic-Con, you got to be there next year at Comic-Con where they'll release a lot of stuff probably about it.
Oh.
They'll probably
If you
release
give
a
me
full trailer.
pass, then I will be there.
Will you
So apparently
wait
I have to
for
get like
that?
10 extra passes because they're so easy to come by.
Yes, you do.
Is that what we're getting? Like with the swag, we get free passes? Is that?
This is like Oprah, right? Where we get a bunch of free.
Yeah, actually everybody watching right now, you're getting a free Comic-Con pass. And a car.
And a car.
I need one of those.
Maybe this Comic-Con thing's pretty like underground. Not too many people know about it.
Yeah, pretty.
Yeah.
No, it's pretty
Yeah.
chill. I mean, like no lineups.
Yeah.
You could
Streets
totally
for
just like
Karen.
sneak in. There's no like security, I'm sure. Like it's just
Yeah.
Pretty low
no
key.
one knows about it.
No.
Sarah Bricky on Twitter, at Tipsy Wibble says, you guys have really great chemistry as a panel tonight. So much fun to listen to your stories. Oh, thanks, Sarah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And Anthony Davis tweeted a picture of Mark Hamill as the Joker. No, the Riddler. So yes, that is confirmed. He was in the '90s Flash series.
There he is.
Gross. That is.
All right. So guys, if you want to see over 300 cosplay pics, go to facebook.com/superknockedup. And keep checking this YouTube channel for videos and stuff. We already got a couple up there. And all right, that's Comic-Con wrap up. Thanks for listening, guys. And
Woo! Woo! Another segue song? Anyone?
no, wow. We're gonna segue into a commercial break. Actually, is what we're gonna do. So if you're, we're coming up with superhero tweets and Geeky Audition. But if you're watching the recorded version, we're gonna take a quick commercial break. Enjoy this message from our sponsors.
Welcome back from commercial break.
That was a quick one.
All right. So what is next on our agenda? Oh, it's superhero tweets.
Superhero tweets.
Oh, wait, Tanya, wait.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm going to forget to do this. So Alexander Martin and Brad Fay, oh boy, I'm going to get his name correctly, but Alex, tell me if I'm not. They do a comic called One Nation, which and they gave me some really awesome artwork because I met up with them in person. Alex tweets it every week for us, Comic-Con. So let's try to show some of this. So here's some cool artwork. Oops. Like, I have no idea. Okay, I don't know how to do things in reverse at all, apparently. So,
You're just that's good. That's good.
There you go. So there's some
There you
cool artwork from their upcoming comic book, One Nation.
That's
Check that out.
awesome.
Yeah. There you go. Thank you. So he gave me way more. I contributed a little bit to the Indiegogo, but he gave me way more than I really. So because he's a cool guy. So thank you so much, man.
In relation to that, Alexander Martin's also saying that he totally had to sneak in to Comic-Con one day, and it can happen. So keep our dreams alive.
He told me. But this is what he said. He snuck in on I think he has snuck in on maybe Saturday, the busiest day too, possibly. He said he basically just roamed around outside until he found some kid at the door who wasn't paying attention, and basically just walked. So you got to find basically, which is hard to do because most of them are really on the ball about it, checking badges. But I guess you got to find somebody who's distracted and then go in with a crowd in the middle of them probably is ideal too.
Cool.
So, a la Assassin's Creed, you need to walk in with a group to avoid detection.
Yes, you got to be right. Good.
There you go.
Circle back.
I know, right? Okay, can we do tweets?
Yes.
Yes? I see.
Yes. Oh, Matt on Twitter says, can't wait for Princess Natkins to be on the podcast. He was a fan of hers already, and he got excited when I got a picture with her.
And there's a lot of people saying that Rachel needs to keep up with San Diego Comic-Con news online.
I know.
So you know about this thing called the internet, Rachel?
Yeah.
We're currently on it.
Playing World of Warcraft.
Yes.
That's why she's not getting the news.
Too much writing and gaming, not enough reading. Although, based on that last reaction, I'm actually banned from reading news on World of Warcraft because I get a little too excited.
That's awesome. I understand. I hear you. We all have moments. Okay, superhero tweets. Basically, this game is where we talk about what certain superheroes would tweet in a specific scenario. So we sent out a couple already. So we can do the first one. So Twitter, you can participate in this one as well. What would Iron Man tweet while stuck in line at a grocery store behind someone who's counting out pennies to pay for a $100 grocery bill?
Oh God.
Yeah.
Is this for us to answer?
Yes, we can go through and do that as well.
Go ahead, Dylan.
I feel as though that maybe Spencer has an idea already. He's like, no.
You jumped the gun on that assumption.
Oh, did I really?
Just go with it. 160 characters.
160 characters?
You don't have to limit to 160 characters. It's okay.
Oh,
But
I don't even think I can reach 6 characters right now.
what would Iron Man tweet stuck behind someone in a grocery store doing that?
I need a second.
Okay, that's cool.
Go ahead, Dan.
Oh, I don't know. Wouldn't it be something like, I have shrapnel traveling into my heart right now? Like, let's move this along?
That's why he writes.
Hashtag life or death.
Yeah,
my one.
exactly. Hashtag literally life or death.
Nice. Jeff.
Come on, you're the comic book.
Oh, me? Oh, sure. First off, I would like to say that I was tweeting that question out. Instead of pennies, I almost wrote penis.
Well, that is another way of paying for a $100 grocery bill.
That's what I do. I just whip it out, man.
Didn't work that well. And I came up a little short.
Works more often than you think.
Oh, that was awesome.
I'm making fun of myself. That's not a good way online, eh? People see this?
All right, so my tweet for Iron Man would be, waiting to buy 100 pack of condoms in grocery store, hope it's enough. Hashtag yes, I'll fuck you with the suit on.
Oh.
That's pretty epic.
Here's my concern with that. I believe that would be dangerous, given the little blasty things in his hands and his feet.
Well, yeah.
Think about that.
Just deactivate those during sex.
I feel like he would have thought about this designing the suit and probably came up with some way of doing that.
Right, he puts into sex mode.
Yeah. Exactly. We just haven't seen it yet. Disney bought Marvel. No one's seen the sex mode suit.
Jarvis, go to sex mode.
So, young Nicole here is very embarrassed by the sex talk. So, Nicole, what is your apple pie wholesome tweet?
Actually, it is apple pie wholesome. Iron Man says, just pay the grocery bill for the person in front of me at the grocery store. Hashtag pay it forward. Because he's like really rich.
I get it.
I get it.
That's a G-rated tweet. Mine was the X-rated.
That was the other side of the spectrum.
Complete opposite.
Lindsay Running saying Iron Man wouldn't go to the store. Pepper would shop for him, or it would be delivered. He'd be out with his ladies.
It's probably
Touché.
true.
I don't think Pepper shops for Iron Man. I'm sorry.
What about you, Rachel? Anything? Oh.
No? Did the screen print?
Total.
Yeah, it would be going to play World of Warcraft.
It's the mountains. They're interfering with her reception.
I think he.
Sorry, Rachel, we lost you. Try it again.
Oh.
Try it again.
I think he would say, moving Stark Towers to Canada where they don't use the fucking penny.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. We have a couple from Twitter. Tim Keaty saying, if I buy the store, can I get through this line faster? Tipsy Wibbles Sarah is saying, wish these missiles were asshole seeking. Hashtag, I don't need this shit. Hashtag, I'm a billionaire.
I like that one.
I think she wins.
I think with that, we move on to the next one. Well done, Sarah. That was awesome. Captain Picard, same scenario.
Ooh.
I have one.
Go.
There you go.
I will throw this tea Earl Grey hot all over you. I'm sorry. Warp Drive 1 or something like that.
How about screw it? Just energize me.
Nice.
Hashtag so.
Nice.
Say, there are 4 lanes.
I got that reference right now.
Oh, that was good.
That was almost a spit take for me.
That awful name.
Mine for Captain Picard is stuck on quarter impulse power at the Piggly Wiggly. Hope Mr. LaForge fixes the warp drive soon.
Oh man.
Derek.
Set
Come on,
phase.
Trekkie.
Hurry the fuck up!
The one time he loses his cool.
Through everything.
That's
a
the
fucking lineup.
situation.
Yeah. Spot Klingons and all
Yeah.
sorts of torture.
Yeah.
And
Being turned into a Borg, it's literally the line of the grocery store.
I love it.
Nicole.
Oh, I have one. It's not like as amazing as your guys' is, but I'll read it. I greatly admire the person in front of me who is counting out 1,000 pennies to pay for the groceries. That takes patience. He adds a pause in there. So.
Wait, is that like Baccamos? What was that?
I think so.
Definitely got the G-rated version ones.
Yeah, it's good. It's
I
good.
actually pretty much do. That's all.
Tim Keaty is saying, I'm not sure if I should interfere. Hashtag Prime Directive.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah, well done. Did we get everybody? Did we miss anyone?
Did you go, Tanya?
I did tea Earl Grey hot.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Point for
Same scenario, Willow from Buffy. And it can be any incarnation of Willow.
Oh fuck, Willow from Buffy. Can you? I was thinking Willow from Willow.
Willow, okay, fine. I should have been clearer.
Damn it, Tanya! Can't you
Okay.
specify?
You can do Willow from Willow. That's fine.
All right. I know. I should have known.
Anyone named Willow counts.
Oh my gosh.
Can I do Willow Smith?
I wet my hand.
Can I give-
I'm Bethel.
That's probably how she would respond.
Probably.
Move faster. Okay, well, since you obviously want to do Willow from Willow, Jeff, go.
Okay, so Willow from the movie Willow. I would turn this person into a pig if my magic didn't suck so bad. Hashtag magic is hard. Hashtag I want to enroll in Hogwarts. That's awesome.
Well done. Daniel.
Oh no. You go. I went first last time.
Okay. Fuck. I can't. I don't know.
Yeah, you can. Come on.
While you're thinking, Underground Badger's got another one for Captain Picard. He would have Riker seduce the person in front of him and tweet, "Good job, boy." Hashtag voyeur.
That's awesome.
All right.
Oh man.
My turn?
Yeah. You're up.
Fuck. She got black eyes when she went all crazy, right? Didn't
Yeah,
she?
she did. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to go all black-eyed crazy on this bitch in front of me. Hashtag bring back Buffy, because it was wicked.
Hashtag not the winner.
Characters.
Is it? Too many characters?
Might be too many characters.
I don't know
But
the spider
it
that
worked.
you guys speak of. I'm bad with the socialing media. That's what it's called, right?
It is. Yeah, you've got it totally right.
Sweet.
Daniel.
Oh.
See, it's harder than it looks.
No, it's
It is
okay.
harder than it
It's
looks.
harder than it
It's
looks.
giving me shit.
It's it's just been so long since I've seen Buffy. I just know Allison Hannigan from How I Met Your Mother now, and I just keep thinking of her as this kind of sweet, be like, oh, excuse me, until somebody does something, and then she's like, what? And then she freaks out and like, pops in the, I don't know.
So you're saying that her tweet would really be a vine of her going insane evil?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
It
Okay.
would be that. You just lose her shit.
In that sort of vein, Lindsay Running is saying, I'm going to flay this person in front of me in line. Hashtag magic is faster than pennies.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Rachel?
Well, I'm kind of with Lindsay. I was gonna say post tweet would have been just flayed a bitch. Hashtag no better.
Nice. Derek?
What the fuck is Willow the movie?
What?
Oh my God! All right.
I'm
Rachel
sorry.
is leaving the show.
Someone hit pause.
Don't play your fucking World of Warcraft. Never come back.
Can we edit around this?
Just a little
Fix and post.
Live edit?
favorite movie.
Willow is one of the greatest fantasy movies ever made from the minds of George Lucas and directed by Ron Howard, and stars Warwick Davis and Val Kilmer. Willow's like a.
Rachel, what have you done?
I'm going to rest the show on Willow. Damn it. Just go look it up afterwards on Wikipedia. It's an amazing fantasy film. It's from '87, I believe. That's when it came out. It's really awesome.
We have a couple more suggestions from Twitter. Underground Badger, Willow from Willow would tweet fucking Dakini.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, hashtag obscure reference. We got it. Timekeeper is saying, Willow, this bitch ahead of me needs every inch of her ass kicked. I feel dark roots coming in. Hashtag made me goodness. Timekeeper, clean up on aisle 5. Bored now. And various people cannot understand how
I've got
you know Willow.
Yes, exactly.
I was 4.
You're also not even born during Star Wars. Have you never seen that?
Dude, come on.
It's gonna be okay.
All right, I'm okay.
Yeah, Nicole, calm him down. Calm him down.
All right, let me hear this. Will cheer me up. Let me share this tweet from Alexander Martin. This is back to the Captain Picard about this tweet. Sorry. This chick has her wallet set on broke. Hashtag where's my phaser?
Nice.
Very nice, sir.
Sarah Bricky's also saying Willow Offgood. So again, from Willow.
Yes. Sarah's like the other biggest Willow fan except me in the Willow basic.
This is true. She's saying stupid bikinis, bet I could turn that shit into gold before she finishes counting. Hashtag fuck yeah, magic. Mine would be I floated a pencil faster than this. Hashtag I learned magic and math. Is that everybody? Nicole, have you done yours yet?
Oh yeah, hang on, let me go back to it. Let's see.
We'll just hang out here.
I brought Buffy back from the dead faster than it's taking this lady in front of me to pay for her groceries.
Nice. She did. It's true.
Yeah, she did.
She did actually. It didn't. It was like super fast. It was one episode done.
An hour. So.
Okay, next one, and I expect that Twitter may explode with this one. What would Han Solo tweet while watching Star Wars Episode 1 for the first time in theaters?
Wait, who's Han Solo?
Fuck.
He asked one question, okay?
I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
I just had a moment there. I was like, I did say the name right? I was like, that's his name.
You said the Canadian version.
Oh, right. Sorry. Translate that better next time. Anyway, what would he tweet watching Star Wars Episode 1 in theaters?
I'm pretty sure he would have tweeted, well, at least it's better than Willow.
Oh!
Oh!
Them's fighting words.
Yeah, she lied.
You're gonna pay for this.
Oh, wow.
And suddenly there's a news item about a big, huge fight within the Frostbite Pictures family.
That's it.
One episode of Super Geeked Up.
Next time you do name that geeky tune, Rachel, I'm not helping you at all.
Oh.
I'm pretty bad at that too. Well,
That's
really
a surprisingly hard game. Okay, well now that battle lines have been drawn, Derek.
I'm on the spot. I gotta think of this one.
You can just repeat mine. Solidarity.
Try my team.
That's a really fast way to get disowned, Rachel.
I know, I'm in big trouble.
Yeah.
Okay, how about I should have shot Jar Jar first.
There you go.
Nice.
Is that okay?
That's good. That's
all
well
right.
done.
Thank you. I thought about that one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Tim online is saying, don't get cocky, Hayden. Hashtag you suck. Sarlacc pits.
Sarlacc pits.
Nice.
I think he'd say, what the hell, the Force is a bacterial infection? Hashtag I it first.
What STD do I need to get this? Hashtag unprotected.
Yeah, that's a winner.
Could you imagine? That would be ridiculous if that was something you could contract.
That'd be amazing.
It was like, all right, roll the dice and see what happens.
Maybe he'd say, they'll never get me to do another one of these.
Yeah. Wait.
Jeff, what about you? I feel as though you've prepped for this one.
For Hans, yes. Han Solo tweeting about episode 1. Wow, and I thought Luke was a whiny little brat. Hashtag I made the Kessel run in 12 parsecs.
Nice.
Because he just wants to brag about it at any tweet, I feel.
Probably.
Makes
Probably.
sense.
Nicole.
I don't really like mine because I'm having a really hard time, so I'm not gonna say it. It's
What?
not that good. It's really not-
Well, go to somebody else. Show it to me. I want to see it.
It's not even
Okay.
that good.
Derek's
Well,
so-
Tara is saying, Han Solo watching for the first time. Well, yeah, I'll lay ya.
Like 70 now.
Alexander Martin saying, damn, Luke's dad is a bigger bitch than he is. Hashtag like father like son. Hashtag only the women have balls. Nice. And Lindsay Running saying, hashtag needs more Wookiees. That's true.
So true.
Are we? Has Nicole's been vetted properly? Are we allowed
Yeah, it's.
No, I agree. Let's
Got it.
to say? Ouch.
It's not really that memorable, so.
All right, Derek. Come on, buddy.
I got mine.
Okay, same scenario, but Batman.
I can do it. I'll go.
Do it.
Can you read it in the Batman voice, please?
Yes.
I don't know how I.
Oh, you have to.
You have to.
Type it in the
Okay,
chat. I'll
I'll
read it in the
try.
Batman voice.
I'll try. Oh, you want me to type in the chat?
Yeah, I'll try and do
No.
the Batman voice.
No, Jeff says no.
Just
Okay.
do it.
Orphan genius. All Anakin needs is a black cape. Hashtag ironic. Got it.
That was well done.
Oh, man.
I like that.
Yeah,
Rachel. I know Batman's hard.
Yeah.
Did
Willow is my favorite movie.
Joel Schumacher.
No.
We have a couple of other hashtags for Han Solo. Leah's mom is hot. That was from Tim. Underground Badger is saying, when Yoda grows up, he'll be turning into a puppet. Would be Han Solo. Yeah.
See, Daniel made me watch all these stupid, like, fake Batman things, and now I can't watch real Batman.
What?
What?
What fake Batman things?
Daniel,
There's like a channel on YouTube. I think it's called Badman, like Badman, and he just like talks about like shooting the penguin and stuff, and they just make fun of it. It's like, but you actually kill people.
and he's a
I
pretty,
don't know what you're talking about. It's
pretty
fine.
filthy character, too. So, like, Batman and Dirty are, like, synonymous in my head, and I can't.
I cannot separate them.
I think Batman would say in that lineup, just put it on the bat card.
I was trying to do something with like hashtag I'm your father, hashtag I am Batman. That was as far as I could get with that. It was
Yeah.
All right, my Batman tweet is, an annoying little kid who dresses badly. Think I just found my new Robin. Hashtag being alone sucks.
Oh, poor sad Batman.
I know.
Yeah, they started off kind of mean, and then it got really sad.
Yeah, like,
I got. It was like a full season of a web series right there. And I went to
Yeah,
all of a sudden,
we'll talk.
Batman turned the biggest jackass sad douche there is. Like in that one tweet. Like, to be honest. Okay, same scenario. This might be really hard because I'm not sure how people have actually seen it. Same scenario, but Dr. Horrible from the Sing Along blog of Swedenness.
I've never seen it.
I don't know if people have seen it.
I've seen
I'll do it. I'll go.
Okay, go.
This movie sucks, and I would know. I have a PhD in horribleness.
Mine was just hashtag balls.
Yes.
Could use that freeze ray. Freeze ray.
But yeah, it's true. If only I could use this freeze ray to stop it.
Freeway?
Freeze
Freeway?
ray. I can't say it. It's gone.
It's fine.
Anyone else? I don't know if anyone else has seen Dr. Horrible enough to do it. Jeff?
I've seen it, love it. I thought so hard about this, but I could not come up with a good one for this one. But I'm going to imagine it has something to do with Willow being the greatest movie ever.
Maybe hashtag should have been a musical.
Ooh,
Yeah, I was
yes.
thinking of those too. Yeah.
All I can think of is balls now.
Balls.
Balls.
Cool. Well, that's superhero. I can't talk all of a sudden. Superhero tweets. Thanks, guys.
man.
Balls.
Yay!
Transition music.
Woohoo.
Good job, everybody.
Yeah, great job.
Hey, Nicole, do you want to run an audition for us?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Before we do that, though,
Okay.
it's time for one last commercial break. If you're watching the recorded version, we'll see you back in a second.
Welcome back from commercial break. It's time for Geeky Audition.
Is this the movement that we do?
Yeah. I want to say there was a couple of Dr. Horrible tweets that just came in for the last thing.
Cool.
Timekeeper is saying I should probably use my death ray on the audience to end their suffering. Yeah. And Lindsay Reddy saying, was that the Millennium Falcon in that shot? What a crazy random happenstance. Hashtag the hammer is my penis. Hashtag balls.
Yeah.
Nice.
Tiny, did you read the Timekeeper Batman one? I just don't want to repeat it.
No, I don't think so.
Timekeeper show says, for Batman's tweet. Reminds me of how I felt after seeing that play with my parents. Hashtag sad inside.
That is so sad.
We got a lot of sad Batman tweets coming in.
Wow.
Oh yeah, now we have another one for Dr. Horrible. Anyone with half a brain can see that George Lucas has gone insane. Hashtag evil inside of any. Nice. That was awesome. Okay, good. Audition.
Cool.
Good thing we have an actor right over here.
Well, actually, all 4 of you are gonna have to do this, but we'll just you can just stay in your teams.
Well, because your other actors didn't show up, so now it's on you guys.
It's
Fuck
on you
you.
So
Actors, they're the worst.
Really, they're just unreliable jerks.
Unreliable jackasses.
do you want to explain what it is? I feel like I can explain it, but it's gonna be like a really long ramble.
Sure, I would love to. So Geeky Audition is what the fuck is this game? All right, so we
have, okay, I'm sorry. So we have some scenarios, and we have 2 actors that come in for the audition. We're gonna each assign you a character, and I'm gonna give you the situation, and you guys are gonna like improv an audition scene based on what the situation is. And then, partway through, as a casting director, I'm gonna say that was great. Let's try it this way, and I'll give you an adjustment. And then, so each pair of you guys will have your own audition scene.
Rachel is so excited to do this game. I can see it from her reaction.
Now you know what I go through, Rachel.
I was gonna say, this is like payback for so many auditions.
This will help you understand your actors and you work with them better now.
Exactly. And I also have to
you guys get me to read it?
See? Well, I have to apologize because one group is like 2 guys and one group is 2 girls because I thought there was going to be more girls
That's
on
fine.
with you guys. So one of the guys is going to have to be a girl. Or both of the guys can be the girls. Whatever you want to do.
Let's sex this shit up.
Okay. Well, so let's start with the first one, though. It'll be for Rachel and why am I not seeing that?
Derek.
Derek, sorry. Rachel, Derek. I'm sorry. So one of you guys is going to be Sebastian the Crab from The Little Mermaid.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then the other one is going to be SpongeBob SquarePants.
Wow.
And the situation is this. Oh, well, first of all, you guys pick who's who.
Sebastian?
Fuck. Great. Okay, so Sebastian and SpongeBob, you're trying to plan a surprise party for Squidward at the Krusty Krab. You devise a plan on how you will get him to show up to the party. And scene. Go. Action.
This is why I don't act.
What do I do with my hands?
You're the crab?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh. Okay. Hey, Sebastian, what the fuck is Willow the movie?
Oh.
No, keep going.
Oh,
That's great. Great start.
Great start. Keep going.
Okay, sorry, wait, what are we supposed to do?
So, okay.
What was the scene?
The scene is you are trying to plan a surprise party for Squidward at the Krusty Krab, and you guys have to devise a plan on how you will get him to show up at the party.
Okay.
Okay.
Obviously.
Right.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I mean, self-explanatory motivation, really.
I literally don't know what to say.
I literally don't know how to improv.
Okay, hang on. Here we go. Here's what we're going to do. So we're going to pair Rachel and Spencer up.
Okay.
All right? So Spencer, you're going to play Sebastian the Crab.
Spencer, you
So Rachel, just play off of Spencer.
Okay.
If what was he again? Was he
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Was he French?
I don't know.
Jamaican.
No, he's
Jamaican.
Jamaican.
Jamaican. I can't do
It's fine.
Just try.
SpongeBob, we have to throw a surprise party for Squidward. How are we going to get him there?
Put on Willow the movie. It's his favorite thing to watch.
I've heard that too. Let's do that.
Okay, great. He'll hear the sound and show up.
All right.
Yeah.
We're gonna try another. We're gonna
Nailed it.
adjust it. Yeah.
We're needing our actors so
That
badly.
was okay, but let's try it like this. This is the adjustment. You guys are now best friends who are taking a spring break trip together to Cancun. You're at the beach enjoying mojitos when all of a sudden Sharknado strikes. And whenever you're ready.
Okay.
Center stage. Center
Center
stage.
Are you still SpongeBob?
Yeah,
you
same
guys are
character.
still the same
Same
character.
character. Okay, let me get. I gotta get my claws ready.
Oh, it's
I gotta get into this.
blowing in the wind.
Is that the shark that chased Ariel? He's an asshole.
No, that one's from Sharknado 1. Nobody watched him, so they made a second one.
Where's Ian Zaggers when you? What the fuck was his name again? Ian
Zeri.
Where's the dude from 90210? He saved us last time.
Hey, don't knock washed up actors. They're cool people.
I so wish Jason Priestley was in that movie instead. His sideburns are awesome.
Me too. We should have invited him on our trip.
We should have.
You have the worst accent I've ever heard.
I need to warm up my instrument, Nor.
I wish I was drunk so much.
Oh, you're not? You're not? That was in the, Dan told me to do that first. Yeah,
All right, I guess
that's all we
that's
got.
it.
Darn it, you guys. Well, you know what, though? Speaking of Sharknado, though, Sharknado 2 premiered today.
I know.
Oh, we should be watching that right now.
I know. Anyone
And did you
see it?
guys know that there's a special Canadian version?
What?
What?
Mm-hmm.
I think there's.
There
I
is
think
a
this is the last.
scene in the Canadian version where Mayor Rob Ford goes and offers help in New York and then gets stabbed through the chest with a flying shark. And that section only airs in Canada.
Oh man.
Is that real?
Are you
I'm not
serious?
joking, it's absolutely
Yeah,
real.
really?
Wait, you're being serious. You're not
I'm being totally serious. That's actually only in the Canadian airing.
That may be the greatest thing
Wow.
I've ever.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
I.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
amazing. Are we sure that didn't happen in real life?
Yeah.
I wish.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It was found footage.
Yeah, it was found footage.
Found footage film.
Found footage film. Based on a true story, right?
It's not true story.
Those kids were never found.
That
No.
studio only makes documentaries, right?
That's all. Yeah, sci-fi. It's purely just documentaries.
Just doc. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
It's all based on science.
Well, that's because it's the same guys that made Airplane versus Volcano, and that was all science. So.
All science.
There's nothing but science.
The
Flying
fact that you
machines.
said that with a straight face, like that's talent.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, that was my segue. Oh,
That
segue.
was awesome. No,
My
no.
tangent? That was a
That is
tangent.
This guy has to still act, right?
What?
He does.
No, good.
Yes,
What?
yes,
Yeah.
we have
And-
one more scene. Yes, we do.
Oh.
Yes, right. But
Dan and
these
Derek?
guys,
Okay.
yes, Derek and Daniel, you guys have to play girls, though. That's the thing. One of you guys is Hermione Granger, and the other one is
Oh,
Dr.
that's-
Ryan Stone
that's
from
me.
Gravity. So you guys just choose.
I'll be Hermione.
Why don't you just
Okay.
make sex noises the entire time? That's about it, right?
And then Derek, you're Ryan Stone from Gravity. You're Sandra Bullock's character.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, just have a
Okay.
really panicked look on your face and don't say anything.
Yeah.
I got it.
I am not qualified to do this.
Yeah.
Breathe really heavily.
Her in space.
All right. So this is your scene. Are you ready? You guys are on a mission to space when all of a sudden the shuttle starts to malfunction. You make an emergency landing on an unknown planet. Whenever you guys are ready.
Okay.
It's like, Are you qualified to deal with this situation? Because I've just. Oh.
I think so.
It shouldn't be hurt. Yes, are you okay, Ryan Stone?
Just George Clooney is passing by me.
Maybe George Clooney can help us. See if you can pull on that feather that is hanging.
Right. What was that explosion in our rocket ship?
I don't know, but I can't seem to use my magic to save us. We're gonna crash and die.
Not at all like Hermione.
No. Wingardium Leviosa. It's not working.
It's Leviosa, not Leviosa.
Yeah, Dan. Yeah.
Corrected.
Get it right.
Okay, well, let's go on to the next one. That was good. We're going to do one more. Here's the adjustment, okay? This one I think you guys can get a little easier.
All right.
You're best friends, and you're trying to get backstage to a One Direction concert. Even though you don't have passes, you devise a strategy on how you will get in.
You can go method on this. You've done this before.
Yeah, this is
Just recall from prior events.
Randy,
gonna tell the story,
you've
Derek.
done this as Hermione before.
Yes, throw in the magic.
Yeah. No, so basically, we're gonna get a really large trench coat. I'm gonna sit on your shoulders, and we're gonna try and walk through the lineup and be, adult sized, and we should be able to get in no problem. We're just gonna look like a really tall, gangly, possibly streaker. It's gonna be no problem.
What are we gonna do with George Clooney? He just keeps floating around.
I'm not really sure. He's kind of creeping me out. He keeps saying really awkward things to me.
Yeah.
Kind of like I'm probably the most handsome man you've ever seen and all that. And I don't know. It's a little weird. I'm only like 17.
He keeps asking, how many times have you been on the cover of People? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, it's like I think we could probably just leave him behind, to be honest.
Hermione's accent.
Yeah, where's Hermione's accent?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dan.
He is working currently on her American accent because
Well, that's more Canadian.
her Canadian accent for all the Canadian films she plans on doing in the future.
It's a good call, eh?
Yeah, it's a great call, eh?
Okay, so you're going on my shoulders? Is that the plan? Where's the trench coat? Let's get the
I
trench
have it over here. Yeah.
Okay.
So trench coat on.
Trench coat on.
And I don't see why anyone would stop an incredibly tall woman.
And I figure this will be like Comic-Con, very, very easy to sneak in.
Yes. Very easy. Or, we could just wait until Jeff gives us free passes. Because you know he's hoarding those One Direction tickets.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen it.
All right, good job, guys.
Oh boy. Do the wait list anymore.
You don't have to cast any actors anymore. Just you guys take care of
I
it.
get
you
to
know?
handle all
we're
of that.
Pretty solid.
Yeah.
We are incredible.
I don't know if you saw Derek hovering around there, but that was. I thought he was in space.
No CG.
Yeah.
needed.
That was perfect.
Think about the money you will save from special effects, Derek.
Yeah.
It's like we
Just
can
you
see a
and your
space
office
movie
chair.
right now.
Change in the face of Hollywood. We have a couple of Rob Ford Sharknado tweets that came in over that. From Charles, that's called Rob Ford NATO, # cocaine storm warning.
That sounds like the most fun time ever.
I know, right? Like you just have to breathe in normally and it just goes in. We also, Lindsay Running shared the Rob Ford Sharknado clip to Super Geeked Up, so people should watch that. It's hilarious. And Underground Badger is kind of shocked that we did not jump on the whole "I need to warm up my instrument" line. Touche. We let that one pass.
Process, That's what they do.
That's what we do.
We don't have
Tara Kara tweeted in that she saw Sharknado 2 today. Unbelievable laugh, she says.
Oh. I imagine.
Yeah, everybody go watch.
I hope it's at least that.
I think it kind of has to be. I mean, they kind of. It's about Sharknado. And Steve from 90210 has a massive chainsaw cutting through them. Like, you know.
What weapon would you use in a tornado with sharks?
That would be my first.
Honestly.
I mean,
You can use a gun? That's not going to work.
No.
Chainsaw?
Chainsaw.
Chainsaw.
Definitely.
And a massive
It only
one.
makes sense. It's science.
It's
I would use the chainsaw from the Lollipop Chainsaw.
The video game?
Yeah, that was a good one. I mean, not that they're
That was a good
zombies, but
Do you rank different chainsaws? Is that what you do?
yes.
What about the Evil Dead chainsaw?
No. Or from Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
No,
I don't know,
Evil
Evil
Dead.
Dead.
Army of Darkness.
Evil Dead, you get that like tied right on. It's not coming off.
That's a good one.
Boom.
Yeah.
Well, once I was at a Halloween haunt, like a Halloween horror night, and I got chased
Wait, a
by
Halloween horror night?
horror.
I want to go to that.
Horror night. Interesting. Nicole, the things we don't know about you.
There was a character that was chasing people around with a chainsaw, and I've been traumatized ever since by that. So.
It happens.
So now you have to rank them in order to make yourself feel better.
Yeah, and then the one from Lollipop Chainsaw is nice because it's sparkly and and she's just eating lollipops the whole time. And when I play that game, I actually eat a lollipop as I play the game.
Of course you do.
The Tootsie Pops are my favorite, the blue ones.
I'm no doctor, but there's some weird psychology going on right here. I don't understand, I pretend to, but I know it's very strange.
it's science.
It's
It's science, guys.
Science.
Question: which chainsaw would you line up outside Comic-Con to see?
Evil Dead chainsaw.
That last yet?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
All right, so I guess that's gonna about do it for us tonight. So thank you for joining us. We had some fun about Comic-Con and superhero tweets and geeky auditions, and of course we had the great guys and lady from Aeternus on. Yeah, well, you're not really that great anymore after your Willow comments, but.
Oh.
Don't
Don't go to bed angry, Jeff. Don't go to bed angry.
Look, I'm not anywhere close to you right now, all right? Okay, I'm in your basement, actually. Wait, we established that. Sorry. All right, so, guys, tell people once again where can they find more information about Aeternus?
Yeah, you can find us on Facebook, facebook.com/Aeternus Series, on Twitter @Aeternus Series, and on the FrostbitePictures.com webpage. And Aeternus is AETERNUS. Thank you, Dan.
Yes. You're welcome, world.
Yeah, seriously, every time I tweet to you guys, I have to wait for Twitter to auto-populate. I'm like, at a
I'm pretty sure it's spelt wrong on my resume, so I mean.
Afterness and
Afternus.
what the fuck is your damn show called?
Wasn't it Afternuts at Hollywood?
That's
Yeah.
That's how it was spelled?
No, it wasn't spelled.
Derek
we
typed the
wouldn't put
file
it back.
name wrong.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nuts.
Pretty sure it was something like that. It was Afternuts or something.
It was definitely Aeternus, which sucked.
Okay.
All right, stay up. Please, guys, check out Aeternus at Frostbite Pictures. FrostbitePictures.com and @FrostbitePics. Check out Nicole's stuff at
ProgressSeries.com and coming soon to jts.tv/progress.
Oh, very exciting. JTS is awesome. Speaking of JTS, what an amazing segue. Asset is on JTS, right, Tanya?
It is. Who knew? jts.tv/asset.
Super.gov is also on JTS. But you can watch a lot of other places too, but JTS is a cool place because there's no commercials. And 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 please don't forget Streamy Awards. Voting goes through August 3rd, 11:59 Pacific time is when they close. So superknockedup.com, or I'm going to put them in also below this. Pretty much any video that's gone up recently, I've put the links in, so you can just check it out there. Please vote for us, vote for Progress, Asset, all that good shit. Clutch, yes, please. Everybody, yes. All right, that's it, guys. Thank you guys to Aeternus for joining us so much. Thank you, everybody, for watching. You guys have a blast when you come out.
Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, thank you.
And so, guys, we'll, as we do I do my little lead out here, when I point at the camera, we're all going to try to say Super Geeked Up in unison, okay? All right. So thank you guys again. You're the best fans out there. We really appreciate you tuning in every week. We'll be back next week, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific time. Until then, stay super geeked up.
I'm going to go watch Willow.